Am I the asshole for telling my husband he wasn't the one who experienced difficult pregnancy and birth? Me and my husband had our first baby together 3 months ago. We're overjoyed, but like any new parents, we're struggling. My husband recently started posting about how exhausted he is, how having a newborn is exhausting and draining. He posts about everything he does, talks about the fun and calm times he sacrifices, sleepless nights, but he goes to bed at 10 and wakes up at 9. He tells his friends about how demanding it is to be a new parent, completely acting like he's a single dad or something, which is strange because everyone around us noticed how he was acting. He does little compared to me. I do most of the hard work, from feeding, changing diapers, bathing, while he does simple occasional things like going to the store, cleaning the bathtub, or changing the sheets. I was berated by my own parents after seeing his posts. Yesterday, I talked to him about what he's been doing and how he was exaggerating with his posts about his contribution in both our son's care and house chores. I told him he's out there on social media complaining all the time, so much that everyone thinks I'm sleeping 24 hours a day and doing absolutely nothing. He argued that Am I the asshole for not wanting to have kids? When I was 24, I had a baby with Liz. We trucked along for 5 years and then we got divorced. The kid, Jane, was very upset by the whole thing. I never really wanted kids, and Jane was a mistake. I realized after we had her exactly how child-free I wanted to be. At first, we basically had 50-50 custody while we got it formally figured out. We just worked around our schedules, and while we both worked, she spent time with her grandparents. The problem arose when I realized I was dreading having her over. A lot of the time we did 10 days each, and I had the time of my life on my 10 days off, and I hated having her with me. She was fine before, but now was showing some really shitty behavior to me specifically. Nothing major, but she was really well behaved before. The divorce was finally about to go through, and our legal obligations toward Jane's decided. I told my lawyer that am I the asshole for pouring my drink on someone who threw hers in my face first? I went out clubbing last night with my friends. There were 7 of us, 3 guys including me and 4 girls. My girlfriend Hannah was meant to come too, but she was feeling ill. I offered to stay in with her, but she insisted I go out and have a good time. At the club, my friends got talking to a group of women who apparently worked in finance. They were here for some kind of conference and were checking out the local places in their spare time. One of them, Lauren, started trying to chat to me and asked for my number. She was pretty, but I was not interested as I have a girlfriend. I told her this, but she then started asking for pics of Hannah. I showed her and she said that I could do so much better than that. I was very annoyed and told her to leave me alone. Later on, me and my friends were dancing, and Lauren and her group came up to us and she started trying to dance with me. I gave her the brush off once again and moved away from her, and she gave me a dirty look. Would I be the asshole if I called off my wedding because my fiance doesn't want my son to bring his boyfriend to the wedding? My son was born when I was only 15 years old, and I've been a single dad since I was 18. It was hard living for a long time money-wise, but I always tried to do my best by my son. Today, I own my own gym, and my son is now 22 and going to college and works at my gym full-time. He came out to me when he was 14 years old, and I've always been supportive of him and his identity. I've been with my fiancé for about 2 years, and while she does come from a very deep religious and conservative family, she has never had any issue with my son. At least nothing she has ever expressed to me. My son has been dating his boyfriend since he was 18, and I've gotten to know him very well. However, my fiancé told me recently that she does not want my son's boyfriend to come to the wedding, nor does she want her parents to even get a hint that my son is gay. That if they found out, they would have a complete fit. This really bothered me because I refused to ask my son to go back in the closet. What is going to happen in the future? What's going to happen when my son gets married himself? Will they want him and his husband bared from other